Stream starting. Let's see. Are we live? I hope so. Yes, we are live. Cool. Popping out the chat. Yo, sorry about that, man. Had a couple technical difficulties with the scheduling. I ended up doing like most of the stream, and then I was like, wait a minute, I'm not actually live, and then I like facepalmed. Anyway, I said around 9 p.m. in my post. It's around 9 p.m. It's also around 11. Whatever, bro. So I'm gonna start this off in quintessential Bard style with a little song. This is a song I've kind of been working on for a long time. Recently, I just got this little drum machine thing. It's pretty cool. Been messing around with it a little bit. Might mess this up a little bit, so bear with me. Hoping to incorporate that into my live music sooner or later. And yeah, I wrote this song for you. So here we go. Here it comes. Alright, here we go. Right here. Alright, let's try this again. So, where's the Bard? Where is your boy the Bard right now? Woo! Stay. Currently, I am in Syracuse, New York. Where was I before? I was in Buffalo. And before that, I was back in PA. So, I've been doing PA in between the stretches of the journey. First it was like New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, PA again. So it was PA, New Jersey, PA, Maryland, Delaware, PA. And now we're in New York. Buffalo, that 6-hour drive did not consume my entire fuel tank, which is an interesting fact. That was pretty crazy. I was expecting to need to fuel up more than once, and didn't. So this bus actually gets like in the teens miles per gallon, which is pretty cool. Anyway, next thing is gonna be where am I going next, right? So really quick, gigantic shout out to everyone who's hosted me so far. I've been bringing my bus to like different people's houses and jiu-jitsu gyms and academies and things like that. And everyone's been treating me so great. The hospitality in the jiu-jitsu community is excellent. I love you guys so much. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Anyway, next step of the journey is Pennsylvania again. But why? A lot of things are coming up. So let's talk about it. And this is a live Q&A, so if you want to comment, ask questions, whatever, ask me anything, feel free. Open forum. Let's do it. Alright. So what's coming up next? So what's next is Battle at the Beach, Naga, Jiu-Jitsu tournament, 1st of August. Then, so my whole Jiu-Jitsu team, Valley Jiu-Jitsu, we're all going down there. The whole brotherhood, the whole clan's going down, and we're going to kick some ass and take some names, hopefully bring some gold back to the Valley. And then what's happening after that, right? So what happens after that is going to be Emerald City. Giant shout out to Sam McHale, the guy behind the mask, behind the magic. I'm actually using his internet connection right now, so extra giant shout out to that man. Love that guy. And another token of information that should be noted is that they are going to be having the top 10 145-pound grapplers in the world waging war against each other. This is going to be probably the biggest thing I've ever filmed. The B&B media team is very excited to take on the challenge. We've been increasing our abilities in the streaming world, so if you guys have any need for jiu-jitsu filming or anything like that, I've done instructionals myself. The team's done multiple events now, Sogi, Emerald City, Edgar. We've done it all, man. And for, affordable prices. It's pretty crazy how cheap we will be if you treat us good. And anyway, hit us up, man. Check out B&B Media on social media. And yeah, on to the next thing, right? So after that is Subspectrum, another jiu-jitsu competition that I will be operating a live stream for in Iowa. I'm flying out there, though. I'm not taking the bus there. Sadly, because I'd like to, but I just don't have the time. What's after that, then, is a show. Your boy's putting on a pretty big show. I'm going to drop the information for that show in the comments right now. Right here. Boom. And I'll put it in the description. Come to my show, man. September. It's going to be live at the Sound Bank again. The Bard is going to be doing some pretty hard stuff, man. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to try to put together some more music like that. Here we go. I got a challenge for you guys right now. If you want some merch, some Bard merch, I got a challenge for you. Tell me what time signature that song was in, and I'll send you some merch. Just comment your email down below with your guess or your hunch or your correct answer, whatever you may have there. That's a really cool song I've been working on for a little bit. And yeah, man, I just want to talk a little bit about some music I've been into lately. I've been into some pretty eclectic stuff lately, and it's been pretty exciting, man. So some bands I've really been into lately, specifically, are Vola. My man, Mr. Herzog, the Nuclear Nurse on Instagram. Go check him out. He sent me them a while ago, and man, I've been hooked ever since. Down the rabbit hole of progressive music even further, I found a band called Spirit Box. It's a lot like Paramore. Vola's amazing. First, let me talk about Vola. Vola's like, I love Periphery, and they're like one of the only, like a band, the only band I can really compare them to is Periphery, but they're what I want from Periphery in a band, and like they're amazing. Phenomenal group. Music videos on point. I'm a huge Tool music video fan, so these guys have some really crazy stuff in their music videos, and it rubs me the right way. It's a good time. Spirit Box. If you guys like Paramore but like heavy, that's Spirit Box in a nutshell. Badass chick singer. I found that band kind of through listening to some Ginger, which is another pretty cool female lead vocal band. Awesome stuff, man. Can't wait to really do some more music stuff on the podcast too, but moving on. The music stuff's coming after the Jiujitsu chapter of the journey, don't you worry. Then we're going to do some more cool stuff as well as we go. One other cool band, Architects, has been a really cool one. That one was kind of randomly suggested to me by the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, so that was cool. Two other ones that have been like a staple in my like progressive odd time signature writing journey have been Agent Fresco and Leprous. You guys, if you want to know more about these bands, look them up. Awesome. They're amazing bands. Also, I frequently post about this music stuff and other developments and stuff like that in my Discord. Join the Discord server. Links in the description. It's free to join, man. And you're getting your boy's best information out there. Anytime I come across some gold nuggets across the web, from music to like stock market information to crypto to gaming stuff to cybersecurity stuff, I post all the things that I have an informed opinion on in there to help everyone out, and we have some good discussions. Anyway, the next thing I want to talk about, besides my show coming up, make sure you come out, it'd mean a lot if I saw some familiar faces, is like what I've been doing with my music, right? So I tried to busk in Buffalo, New York. Got shut down by the authorities. Apparently it's illegal to busk in New York. And that's pretty whack, man. Pretty lame. Pretty lame. I made like $1, and like someone gave me like a case of with like prescription glasses in them. I don't know if that belonged to them or I just threw it in my thing. Weird situation. Busking in Buffalo was not the best place to busk anyway, but interesting situation. It's illegal to express yourself freely for tips in New York. Anyway, what else did I got? I'm just gonna check my list here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then I'm planning on doing some more bus build stuff. So let's talk a little bit about that, right? Again, there's a live Q&A. If you guys are watching at all, tune in, blah, blah, blah. Drop a comment or a question, and I will answer it for you. Post-haste, we can get it popping here. What was I going to say? Yes, the bus build. Okay, so some pros and cons of the bus so far, right? And then we'll go into the build. Solar has been awesome. I'm running the show right now off of solar and Sam McHale's internet. My man. And yeah, it's nighttime as you can see, and everything's going pretty alright, man. Like the weather. Oh man, I'm beat. I just did a jiu-jitsu tournament like 2 days ago and got like bodied because I decided to do the advanced division weight class higher than what I normally fight at, and I'm like super beat up right now. My God, so many tangents. I'm sorry, guys. What were we talking about? The bus build. Okay. So solar's been great. One time I had a snafu with that, right? So the one time I had a snafu was when I was in Delaware. I parked in the shade the one day because it was super crazy hot and I was like dying. The humidity was killing me. So I just wanted to cool the bus with that. And then the next day it rained, and then that night my batteries actually got drained to the point where I couldn't use them to power the things that I normally have. Like even the music stuff that I had going earlier in the pod, the video here was it's all running on the solar. It's all good. It's a good time. Anyway, remedy I had for that, the next day, like the morning came up, the sun was starting to boost things back online, everything was working again while the sun was out, but I was like, yo, I'm heading back to Pennsylvania, and I bridged all the batteries together so that the engine power could rise them back up as well, and I haven't had an issue since. And that's kind of a thing I've been continuing to do. Anytime I go on a long stretch or journey with the bus, I'll jump the batteries all together, and I'm planning on doing like like an automated system to do that for me in the future as well. So that's looking forward in the future, and I'm concerned about the electrical problems I might run into in the future in the winter time. Now I'm not going to be in the PA area or in the north where it's going to be cold, but in general you have less sunlight in the winter no matter where you're at in North America. So we'll see if I run into issues with that. Maybe I'll just add more panels. Maybe I'll make a windmill or like a bike thing to charge my shit. How crazy would that be? Who's the best streaming company in the land? Okay, so I'll tell you right now, it's B&B Media, okay? B&B Media is the best streaming company that you guys have access to in the tri-state area. If you're not using us to stream your events, we did Emerald City Invitational, Sogi, we did Edgard Invitational, we've done flag football, I've done Jiujitsu instructionals. Look, we're the bomb right now, okay? We have guys working on our team that have filmed the World Series. My God, I'll blow them up all day. All right, so yeah, man. If you need Jiujitsu film, like there's no other person you should be going to. My God, our camera guys, most of them practice Jiujitsu, so they know what to look for, right? They know what hand positioning to get when you're trying to bust them heels, dog. All right. So to answer your question, Mr. Faust, B&B Media is the best streaming company in all the land. Anyway, where was I? Let's talk about the cons of bus life, right? So, no toilet, no shower, no kitchen. Yeah, how rough is that? And like, no air conditioning unless I'm parked, which is rough. When I'm driving, oh my God. Because, I won't get into it. Anyway, I will, because it's con time. The transmission, like, cover is, like, right next to, like, where my foot hits the gas pedal. Oh my God, it gets so hot. I have to, like, pour water on my feet to, like, keep them cool. Pretty janky. I'm gonna insulate that in the future, soon, when I come back to Pennsylvania, after this stint of the journey. Okay, you're awesome, Brad. Your bus build is awesome. Thank you, brother. Almost as awesome as you. Damn, bro, you're really pulling on the heartstrings here. All right, yo, I'm gonna dedicate a song to my man Brandon right now. Oh, here we go. Nah, not yet. I'll do it at the end of the stream. Oh man, where were we? Okay, so, yeah, so yo, I haven't had to poop so bad that I had to like use my bucket yet. So that's a pro, right? But it's not a sustainable thing, right? Like, cross my fingers. When I get back to PA, I'm hoping to build a toilet situation and put in a few things. I have a water tank that I'm going to be putting in. Got that from my friend Lauren's dad, so that was sick. Yeah, we're going to put that in. And then we're going to have a sink that's not like foot action. I'm going to put in like an actual legit sink with hot and cold water. I'm going to do like a nice kitchenette. And then hopefully a shower after that. But I've been able to outsource everything so far. It's been way easier to do this stuff than I thought. And I just really want to give like a giant shout out to the people who have been so hospitable to me. The Jiu-Jitsu community has been so kind to me, man. Like, that's basically who I've been having on the show since I've been living in the bus. And dude, so many guys have like let me use, like, everyone I've had on the podcast, let me use their shower, let me use like their fucking laundry, like they're hooking me up with everything. So everyone's been super kind to me. And I've only had to like go to Planet Fitness to shower one time so far. With that said, I've been avoiding doing jiu-jitsu where I can't shower like in a close proximity. But I've been training all over the place, and it's been great, man. Thank you, all the jiu-jitsu guys out there, and even in the future. Like, it's crazy how warm everyone is to each other in this community. It's been great, as well as just the connections I've been making. Like, all of these film jobs, like the B&B Media stuff in mind, wouldn't be possible for all the awesome connections I've been making and everything, man. So I love you guys for that, man. Thank you. Jiu-Jitsu is like probably the coolest group, like, community behind any activity that I do, and like I do fucking everything. I'm the bard of all trades, you know what I mean? You know it. You've seen it. Anyway, what's next? Other cons. Yeah. And then, like, I think I mentioned this, I got from Reading, Pennsylvania to Buffalo, New York, with one tank of diesel, which was impressive. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that, so I found out the bus is getting, like, in the teens miles per gallon, which is really cool. I feel like I mentioned that already. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, and then, yeah, that's been pretty much that. And then music, man. Let's talk a little bit about music, man. So my show's coming up. Be awesome to see some familiar faces and stuff. But I've been trying to get more gigs and stuff. COVID really killed, like, live music, which sucks, because I've lamented about this before, where I feel like, I'm not depressed, but it's been affecting my clarity, or maybe just like not my homeostasis, my biorhythm. Like, if you play Fire Emblem, that's the only like word that's coming to mind right now. My biorhythm's been like lower because I haven't been able to perform. I haven't been able to express my experiences and my emotions through my creative outlet, which is music, nearly as much as I used to be able to. And that sucks. So I've been working on finding new ways to get out there. Busking is going to be an interesting one I'm going to play with. And open mics, man. If you have any open mics out there that you want to suggest to me, maybe I'll come visit your town and we'll do like a jam, man. I don't care. Like, let's jam. Like, I want more music in the future of the Bard's journey. I want it to be more music-centric, obviously. I'm the fucking Bard, right? Do I have tinted windows? I do. The only windows that aren't tinted in the bus are the windshield, the door, the front door, and like there's like a side window right next to the driver's seat, and that's it. The rest are tinted. But I keep this curtain thing up mainly to keep people from seeing me do whatever I want to do in my privacy, in the privacy of my home. So, good question, man. Do you have any shows coming up? I think you mentioned one. I do. Here, I'm going to paste it again. Bada bing, bada boom. Make sure you come. Tell your friends, tell your family. Everybody should come. If you can. Come out. Hang out with me, man. I'll even show you. I recently I've been updating this list. This is like my music list, my musical menu, and you can tip me down at the bottom. All these songs and more. Like, I need to update this again. It's crazy. I've been learning a lot of songs on the whole journey, right? I've been the time that I do get to sit down and pick up music. I've been so for those of you that know, I was in a band called Blight of the Bards. Me and my friend Gideon. Great band, Celtic kind of American vibes, originals, covers, you name it. Instrumental stuff, epic stuff. We kind of washed out a lot of the things I played when I was first starting playing guitar. I'm really starting to incorporate that stuff back into my set list. So by the end of the year, this should be double-sided. And that's the goal, right? But at the moment, this is what you get. when you see me live, but there's actually like more like up to like the middle of the page on one more column. So I need to add it to another sheet in the future. Anyway, we got some more comments. Privacy gang, yo, let's go. I'll just give some shout outs to some apps I've been using as of late. If you're an Android user and you want to use YouTube without any ads bothering you, and you want to listen to music in the background, that's right, I said listen in the background. And here's how I'll prove it, right? Like this app called New Pipe, right? Check it out. It's terrible. It's like super blurry. Anyway, let's search up this video right now that is live. The live video that is currently existing. Let's search it up really quick. Alright, so right there, bada bing bada boom, we're going home. Putting it on lock. Currently existing. Let's search it up really quick. Pretty cool, right? Use that app, New Pipe. It basically it's like a proxy between you and YouTube, and it hides your searches and stuff like that. And yeah, awesome app. Also, Signal. Use Signal. Get rid of WhatsApp. Mark Zuckerberg, I will fight you one day. I will fight you one day. Hopefully, someone will line up the card, and that will be a super fight for the masses. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Music is amazing. Yeah, that show that I just commented, right? So if you guys aren't doing anything on September, I think 4th? Yeah, September 4th, Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. I'll be at the Sound Bank again, taking requests, playing all sorts of fun stuff. Let me know, man. It's gonna be a really good time. And I can't wait to do it, man. Performing is literally, I found that it takes losing something to realize you need it, almost, or you love someone, right? Like you only know what you loved when it's lost, or however that saying goes. But yeah, music is a huge one, man. I miss the shit out of performing live music. And I've been trying to do it as much as I can lately. I've been looking for open mics. Giant shout out to Mike Turpin, the psychedelic athlete in Maryland. He took me to an open mic, and that was great. We got to jam around, and that was super cool. And then I'm going to try to get gigs along the way as well. Fortunately, I'm pretty well connected. But the problem is more about venues even allowing music. We're still kind of coming out of that music is illegal, like, because of COVID situation. So, hopefully, open mics and live music come back to the reality of the world sooner than later. Alright, would you ever consider making a short video about your childhood and having your son play the role of you? Dude, Brandon, that's such an awesome question. That is such an awesome question. No to that specifically, but there's a song by a band called b.o.a.t, called Era, that inspired me to use my son in a music video that I want to make for a song that I'm currently writing, and it's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, that's an awesome question. It could work really well. It could. My son looks just like me and acts just like me. You know that just as well as anybody. Yeah, man. So, any more questions? Yo, keep shooting them, guys. I think that's almost it for what I wanted to bring up. I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm like, dude, I put these notes down and then like I scatter them everywhere. I have like long hair right now, and I'm gonna keep like letting it go long. I have a video idea where like, if you guys know any like barbers or like a guy that owns like a barber shop that would like to come on the podcast and then give me a crazy haircut, like that's a cool idea. I think I would be willing to do that. So if someone could, someone has any suggestions, like you know, throw me a message on Instagram or something. That sounds cool too. Yeah, dude, really cool. And I'll need a film team to film that idea. So I wonder if B&B Media is just the company for the job. It is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is. Absolutely is. But yeah, man, let's talk a little bit about the build a little bit more, just because I feel like I kind of skimmed over some things. Yeah, so I do have a sink currently, right? I have everything I need to like live in here under the current circumstances of the world. But I'd like to avoid sounding like a doomsday prepper. I'd like to have everything I would need in case of any emergent, convergent situation. So, like a shower, right? Like that's already one that I touched on. A kitchen area and everything. I've been eating out a lot lately, and other than that, like my diet's been really heavily consisting of fruits and nuts and things like this that I don't need to cook. And yeah, man, I feel pretty okay as far as diet goes. And you know, I eat out when I feel like my body tells me what I need. Like, I feel like anyone out there that's an athlete, like, you know when you need protein, you know when you need carbs. You know what I mean? Listen to your body. Don't eat garbage all day. Like it's pretty easy to eat right. I don't know. Oh, and cereal's great. I just had some of that before I started this. Yeah. Let me think. So what else is next on the journey? So we have some epic stuff coming in the pipeline with the film stuff, like I mentioned, and the music stuff. So I'm planning on going like south and then west. I would like to make, like, a goal I have is like I want to do chunks of episodes that are kind of relevant to each other. So I'd like to do, like, for instance, 5 jiu-jitsu guys, then like 5 musicians, then like 5 basketball players, 5 filmmakers, 5 gamers, you know, 5 like whatever, actors, whatever it might be, right? Like I'd like to do chapters like that with the podcast. Still working on building those connections and building like so the connections are there a lot of the time, but it's about building the schedule. I don't know how else to put it. Like, it's hard to. Some people that do the same thing are in different states, so it's like, fuck, how am I gonna arrange this accordingly? Whatever. It's fun to do it pretty scattered though. Still deciding on things. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know what else I wanted to cover. Aside from that, that's all my notes say. Yeah. And I've just been really trying to... The approach that I have on life is kind of how I've been trying to take this trip. And recently, like, someone told me about stoicism, so I'm looking into that too, which kind of goes a little bit in line with this. But I want to leave the world better than I found it, right? In general. But this whole journey, I've been trying to go, when I travel to a place, I want to leave that place better than I found it as well. And the people, you know, I want to impact them in a positive way, so that everything I'm doing is I always want to spiral everyone up. And my good friend Sam McHale loves this saying, "A rising tide raises all ships." And that's a very powerful philosophy that I've been holding pretty closely in this whole thing. And yeah, it's been going pretty good, man. And yeah, I challenge you to do the same. So again, if you just because I see like a lot of people, more people are watching now than they were at the beginning. If you go back and listen to the song I did in the very beginning, if you tell me what time signature that song is in, I'll send you some merch. The Bard merch is out there. If you guys are interested in just copping some to support your boy, check out the description. Also, I updated my Patreon tiers. If you guys are interested in sponsoring the show, I made it pretty cheap to do so. Additionally, if you think I'm worth $1 a month to you in your life, there's a tier for that. Just give me $1 a month if I'm helping you out, $1 a month's worth. That would be pretty cool. I want to start building more merch ideas and just like if you watched my first Q&A, I want to do like big, big, big things for the show and the people involved in the show. Everyone that's been so awesome with me, to me, and like to the show and everything like that. I'm really excited to see where it can go, but I think a really cool thing to do would be to start, I'll give you a few ideas that I have bouncing around in my head. Like, I kind of want to do like a comic series, loosely based on the podcast. Like, I'm a huge comic fan. Like, you guys, if you haven't seen like Top of the Bus, like that's what's up there, right? Just comics and graffiti artists and all cool, crazy stuff like that. But yeah, oh, we making noises. Let me put you back. Cockeyed. Alright. But yeah, so comic book idea. I'd like to do like a convention, maybe even do like my own like Bards Battle, Jiujitsu Invitational, I don't know, something like a Bardic Showdown, I think was an idea for a name. And maybe that's a good idea, maybe it's not, I don't know. We'll see. There's some cool ideas in the pipeline. And then obviously the music, man. I'd really like to create like a giant collaborative album with a lot of the musicians I've had on the show so far. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. But yeah, if you guys don't have any other questions, ask me anything, whatever you want. I'm gonna do like an outro song, and then I'll let you all go. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And yeah, I'll leave you with one more thing, right? This is an interesting thing I heard recently, and it's kind of relevant to the bus, and that's why it kind of stuck with me. So take this and carry it in your journey if it will benefit you at all, and if it won't, you know, whatever. But it goes something to the effect of, if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. So, if you have any grandiose visions, probably gonna need some help to pull it off. Hire B&B Media to do it. If it has anything to do with film. If you want to do some cool music stuff, producing it by yourself is probably how you can get all your ideas on paper pretty quick. But if you want it to be tight and perfect, you might want to assemble a team. And right now I'm kind of going on the journey of doing it by myself a little bit, just because maybe I'll be that part of the team in the future. I definitely don't see myself becoming like a recording guy, that's for sure. I've been featured on plenty of people's albums and stuff in the past. Regular car reviews has to be probably my highest profile one, the track Day Bro. I did a lot of the guitar on that. But yeah, man, live performance is where my heart's at. So, on that note, here's a little outro song. This one goes out to everyone that tuned into the show. I love you guys. And yeah, I think for this piece, I will go with I'll go with a song. This song is called Labyrinth. Or one of the early episodes of my podcast, I did this song. I basically wrote this song with a friend of mine, Bones, Anthony Bones Reed. Check that episode out. It's awesome, man. It's probably one of my favorite songs I've done on the show so far. Definitely top 3, easily. And yeah, I'm gonna do like my own little solo rendition because why not? So let's see what we got here. bad now. I messed that up. I'm sorry, guys. Let's start that over. My God. My goodness. That's what I get for not clearing the patch. Alright, here we go. Cool little rendition. Yeah, that was fun. I haven't played that one in a while. But I did just add it to my list, so it's been something I've been meaning to get back into, like, well, actually just get it into my live performance stuff, so you can expect to see that in the future, anytime you see me live. And then, of course, I do the singing stuff, all the covers, all the good stuff, all the good songs. But yeah, leave the world a better place every day. And then be better than you were yesterday and all that.